If you ever get a headlight that's burned out in your vehicle, it's not too hard to change depending on your vehicle, but let me show you the basics. This one happens to be a 2006 Toyota Sienna, but most of them are very similar in terms of how they work. I'm replacing the whole assembly, so I've got it out of the vehicle, but you can see how this is. You would be reaching in, find this, and rotate it counterclockwise till it lines up like that, and then you can pull the bulb assembly out like that. Yours will have the wires attached to it here. I've already disconnected those. I'll show you that next. Let me show you on this one. This one's the high beam, that was the low beam. Same thing. Rotate it and it should come right out. If you have to, get some pliers to rotate it and then it'll pop out. Same thing. Rotate it and it'll pop out. This is an old one, so they're a little stiffer. I'm going to put this back together so you can see how it goes. Right on here, there's a little retention tab. This presses over it, and this little tab right here is going to latch over that retention tab, and it clicks on there. And then underneath that, there's a secondary retainer here that slides up underneath, and that stops this from unlatching. So to take that off, you just reverse the process. The little secondary retention one, you can pry that down if you need to with screwdrivers. Grab it with pliers gently or carefully. Once you have that out of the way, then you can press this to release that main retention, and then it should slide out. It may take a little bit of wiggling and moving, particularly if it's been in there for a while. This one has a secondary retention mechanism. This one only has one primary retention mechanism. So for here, there's a little molded on clip there. When this goes in here this way, then it's going to latch into that, and you hear that click. If I press down here to pull this up, that's what's going to release it to come out. That's how you take car light bulbs out, either with a secondary retention clip or with just a single retention clip. If you're not sure what type of bulb you need to replace it, once you take it out, it'll usually say on the back side, or you can look at your owner's manual, or just take your old bulb to the auto parts store and they will tell you which one you need. Now you know how to change the bulbs on a vehicle. This channel is geared for young men growing up without a dad. That's how I grew up. If that's how you're growing up, then I hope you'll subscribe.